What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a mid-level media. And today I wanted to discuss an article, a news story that pretty much confirms that what we are doing, this crazy hoarding of all these movies behind us, or at least if you're somebody out there that's collecting physical media, which I imagine most people that's watching my channel collect physical media. But if you're just stumbling upon the channel, maybe you don't collect physical media. This is why we collect movies like this, guys, physically, okay? Because of stuff like this. Let me bring this up. All right. And yes, this is going to be another one of those Ken reads an article videos. Okay. Deal with it. All right. Hit the subscribe button as well. I would appreciate that. Hit the like button. And then give me your thoughts, guys. Let me know all the thoughts in the comment section. So I feel like this flew under the radar because I've seen a couple of people post about it, but haven't seen a ton. And I don't feel like this story is really like caught fire. And I think it should because every time this happens, I think it already has happened before. I think there was another service that shut down and decided to not to pull the plug on movies. But every time something like this happens, it just highlights like why you can't always trust streaming. You can't always trust digital. You can't always trust owning your movies digitally. That's not real legitimate ownership. Digital ownership is not real ownership, at least not to me. But this story would also kind of, confirm that as well. Microsoft, this is the story, guys. Let me get into it. This is on gizmodo.com. I just kind of typed this in and looked it up, and this is the first page that I saw. Microsoft quietly pulls the plug on its movies and TV store. So, what this means, and I think, honestly, I think I own, which I'll just go ahead and say it. If you already own movies, I don't want to scare people. This is not me trying to fear monger or anything like that. But if you already own these movies and TV shows, Microsoft is saying as of right now, you're keeping everything. You just can't get anything new. The store itself is being shut down. Microsoft quietly, this is why it isn't out there, I guess. It was very quiet. Microsoft quietly pulls the plug on its movies and TV store. So, what I was saying is, we used to purchase stuff back in the day. Like when I talked about this before. So, I gave all my DVDs up, or I sold them all in 2015, and I started buying digitally. And because I was, on the Xbox primarily back then, I don't even know if I had a Blu ray player, like a proper Blu ray player back then. I bought my movies digitally off of Xbox. Like that's what I bought them on. So I got a bunch of like Disney movies because my kids were little at that time. So I've got like Finding Nemo and just Toy Story and stuff like that. A bunch of movies I bought digitally on the Microsoft Store. I also think I bought some TV shows like maybe Mad Men that we were watching back then. We were purchasing stuff like that because we didn't have cable for a while. And Better Call Saul, I think I bought some episodes on there. And then the Chucky series. I think I bought on there as well. So I have purchased stuff. It may be the only like streaming platform that I purchase movies off of to own in a digital library. And I think I still got it on my Xbox, I guess 360, maybe it's Xbox One. I can't remember exactly when I got the Xbox One. But apparently I've still got all that. If you bought stuff off of there, you still got it all. But I wanted to go into the story and read it and just talk about what this means and what maybe could probably will happen in the future. But we'll start off by saying Microsoft, or by reading Microsoft abruptly shut down its online movie and TV store. On Friday, the tech giant quietly updated both its general and Xbox support pages to reflect the changes. Users will no longer be able to buy new content from Microsoft.com and the Microsoft Store on Windows and Xbox. So this is not just like consoles. This is like all of Windows, which I've got Windows right now on my computer. So I can't buy movies just off of my computer if I wanted to just watch them on here. Like I couldn't do that. So anything Microsoft, the Microsoft Store on Windows, on Xbox, Microsoft.com, you cannot buy movies or TV shows at all anymore from Microsoft at all. Which, like, can I just say, Microsoft, like, just how they've fallen off like so hard, it feels like in the past 5 years, is just crazy because they were on top of the world when I was into gaming back in like really into gaming back in the heyday of the 360. There was nobody that could compete with the Xbox and Microsoft. Like PS3 was struggling to keep up. And now, like, everybody's passed them by, it feels like. And it feels like this is just another shift by them to kind of almost retreat in a way. Because I'm pretty sure you can still get movies and stuff off of the PlayStation Store, if I'm not mistaken, but I haven't gotten on the PlayStation Store in quite some time. Um, but yeah, so that's the initial thing I wanted to discuss is that they're pulling this off of everything, not just Xbox, but also Windows. Thankfully, going on with the article, thankfully, Microsoft says if you already own movies or shows through the store, you can still watch them via the movies and TV app on Xbox and Windows devices. Microsoft says technical support will also continue for issues with any previously purchased content, at least for now. Unfortunately, Microsoft says it is not providing any refunds or ways for users to transfer their libraries to other digital video services. However, US users can link select titles to Movies Anywhere, a platform that consolidates digital purchases from participating retailers into a single library. So all this stuff is like Greek to me. I don't know what any of it means, but basically what I'm getting out of this is that they're not going to look. If you want to shift your library, say you're like, well, you're shutting it down, I can't get any more, which does suck. Like if you've built your library on Microsoft and that's where it's at, it would suck to have to start another one somewhere else because then you got half your movies here and you got half your movies over there, or all your old movies that you downloaded here and all your new ones here. So like that would suck to have them split like that. So I get it. You want to consolidate them all in one place in a new place. But what they're basically saying is Microsoft, they're not going to be selling any new movies. They're not getting rid of the stuff that you bought, but at the same time, they're not going to give you a refund for the stuff that you bought so you can buy it elsewhere. Like you're just stuck basically. Which honestly, it makes sense. Like, why would they help everybody transfer their stuff over? Like, yeah, you bought it from them, but that just is what it is. Like to me, that's the same thing as well, you bought a DVD and you owned it for a while, and now it's kind of invalid because the Blu-ray came out or the 4K came out. Like that's just kind of what happens. Like to me, like people should know better. Like you should know that going in when you buy something digitally, it is not guaranteed to be forever. I mean, my physical media is not even guaranteed to be forever. Like it could break, it disc rot, whatever, scratches, like nothing's forever. But like to me, digital lacks a permanence that I feel like physical media has a little bit of an edge on. A little bit of an edge over, digital in my opinion, because I'm fairly confident that most of my physical collection will be with me until the day I die. I would not be so confident with digital. So like you should kind of know this going in, like when you're getting something digitally, like it's not real and it can be taken away from you by the digital overlords at any point in time. So like this is something you kind of should know going in, but maybe it's somebody that's younger and doesn't really get it yet. And hopefully maybe this pushes them a little bit further into buying like I'm not saying everybody has to be a crazy collector like me or like some of the people out there watching, but like buy your favorites, buy the ones that you want to watch over and over again. Like make sure those are in your collection. Like make sure you have those. You have access to those physically. Let's see. So yeah, no refunds. They're not going to help you transfer it. I don't really know what the Movies Anywhere thing is. I guess maybe you're able to transfer it to them, and then they can maybe help you transfer it to somewhere else. I'm not exactly sure. Microsoft did not explain why it suddenly shuttered the service. A spokesperson told Gizmodo in an email that the company has nothing further to share at this time. So they just did it. No reason why. The move appears like a quiet retreat from digital video as video streaming services like Netflix and Prime Video reign supreme. Microsoft's support page even directs users to use competing services. I mean, yeah, if you've got Xbox Live, I mean, they got all the different apps and stuff on there that you can get stuff off of. The Xbox and Windows stores have other entertainment services that offer the latest home entertainment releases. The following transactional services are available today: Amazon Prime Video, Apple TV, and Fango at Home, among others, the company said. So I mean, at this point, guys, I would be pretty confident about purchasing something from Amazon, even though, like I said, nothing's permanent. Or Apple TV. I think you're pretty safe with both of those. I think Amazon and Apple will be around for a while. Now, maybe at some point they're like they give up on movies and they don't want to do that anymore. I don't know. But this seems like, Microsoft just wasn't getting the numbers that they wanted from this, but they had to pay to have these movies, to have I mean, not the license, but just like the ability to have these to purchase. And they didn't feel like paying for the service anymore. It just wasn't worth it to them. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. They weren't getting a return on their investment there. So they just decided to axe it. Because I mean, you got so many competing services, like who's buying movies like I did, but who's buying movies off of Xbox or Microsoft, like versus Apple, versus Amazon anymore, versus Voodoo. Voodoo's also another pretty popular service. Um, let's see. Xbox users posted on Reddit that they started receiving notifications about the change this morning. So, okay, people started seeing notifications about it. Blah blah blah. Microsoft Movies and TV will no longer offer movies and TV shows for purchase. You can continue watching your previously purchased and personal videos on Xbox. Thank you for being a part of the Xbox community. The notification, okay, so they're telling you what they said. The notification said, according to a screenshot on Reddit, some Reddit users also said that they saw this coming when they noticed the number of sale promotions on the store starting to dwindle in recent months. That makes sense. Others are worried that the movies and TV app will also eventually be shut down and that they may permanently lose their purchased videos. That's a real possibility. And that's what I was going to talk about. Like they're saying that you're good now, but like how much longer are you going to be good? Like, because again, they still have to pay for this service. Yeah, they're not offering you anything new. They still have to pay for it. So how much longer is it going to be worth it to them to keep this service up? And at what point are you just shit out of luck? You lose everything that you bought. And that's what I'm talking about, guys. This has been kind of a, kind of a situation that we've been mindful of, been fearful of in the digital space for quite some time. I don't feel like it's happened quite at this level. I think it's something with PlayStation, like they took a bunch of stuff off their service and people lost, but I think it was mostly like TV reality shows and cooking shows or something. I can't remember. Somebody can maybe help me remember that in the comment section. But, we kind of knew this doomsday scenario of buying a bunch of stuff digitally and then losing it. Like we kind of, we've been speculating about this. We've been talking about this. And, some people choose to look at people that collect physical media. They're like, you guys are crazy. Like, this is the new age. This is the new way. Collect digitally. This will always be here. What are you guys talking about? And now it's going away. The worst case scenario is in effect. So, what happens when Microsoft just shuts it down completely and they say, well, you had it for a certain amount of time and now we're just shutting it down. You don't have it anymore. I'm sorry. Because at the end of the day, when you purchase something digitally, you're just purchasing the rights to it for however long like the service wants you to have it. For however long they're willing to run it. That's how long you're going to have it. Eventually you're not going to have it because it's digital. It's not real. Like that's what you got to understand about this stuff. This stuff right here that I'm holding in my hands, this media right here, I just did my Vinegar Syndrome unboxing. This is real. This is real life and this is in my collection. Nobody can take it away from me. Yeah, somebody can come down here and steal it, but nobody can take it away from me ever. Okay. Ever, if I can help it. Um, but yeah, guys, I don't know. What do you guys think about this? I mean, I imagine people are gonna have their comments and their concerns and their I told you so's in the comment section. I mean, look, it's not about I told you so. I hope that this is kind of a wake up call for people. And again, I don't expect everybody to be like, I'm a collector now because Microsoft shut down their store. But at least like the movies you love, you need to own them physically. Like you can buy a bunch of, movies you don't care too much about for $5, $10 digitally, but like the movies you love, you need to buy physically. You need to have them in your collection. You need to have a Blu-ray player. You need to have that stuff, guys. I don't know. What do you all think? We can finish up the article. They got one more thing right here. This isn't the first time Microsoft has backed out of digital media. It shut down its Zune music service in 2015, then closed its successor Groove Music in 2017 when it told users move their playlist to Spotify. Okay, so they've done this before with music, but there you have it, guys. That's the video. Leave me your thoughts, your comments in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Look, if you guys are wanting to get into physical media, this is a good channel to follow. I cover all of this stuff, all kinds of stuff, guys. Comedies, action, horror films, a lot of horror films. A lot of great stuff comes out physically, guys. A lot of great additions. So follow me here, subscribe, like the video. turn on bell notifications for all future videos, and we'll see you next time.